Good day everyone, thank you for joining Cyberspace Games in part 1 of the character setup in the superhero package tutorial. In this video, what we're going to do is we're going to configure our imported model, we're going to give him an animator controller, and we're going to set up his movement and his rotation. So first off, what you want to do is create a new scene, give your scene something for your character to stand on, and give yourself some light. If you want, you can reset that plane or cube or whatever it is you use, reset its position. Sorry, I reset everything. We wanted to only reset the position. Okay, there we go. And then get your light in there. Let's move it a little bit out of the way. I'm going to rotate it to a certain angle here. Alright, I'm going to add some shadows. You don't need to add shadows on yours. I'm just adding that for this tutorial so you can see when the player rotates. Alright, so that's pretty much good for setting up what your player is going to be standing on. What you're going to want to do now is go to the model that you imported for your character. I imported the male character pack here by Mixamo. You can find that on the Unity Asset Store. Just type in Mixamo and you'll see a bunch of good models and animations. There's also a model included in the superhero package. If you go to Player under Models folder, you'll see here there's a hero. You just take that out there. See him here. It's a pretty simple model. He doesn't have any textures. It's just materials. You can use him for anything you want, related or not related to this project. Doesn't really matter to me. Okay, but I'm going to go ahead and use one of these just to give it more of a better example of how to make your own character into this. So go ahead and click on whichever character you decide to use and choose the rig, and you'll see here animation type. What you're going to want to do is change that to humanoid. Make sure the avatar definition is created from this model and click apply. And if this is configured here, you should be fine. If it's not configured, just click configure, and you're going to want to match the bones to the right parts of the body, okay, until the whole skeleton is green. Alright, and then you'll choose apply, and then your character is good. So go ahead and add your character onto the scene, and you'll see here he has an animator. What we're going to want to do is go to superhero assets, mechanism, player, and you'll choose out of one of these controllers. I'm going to choose hero controller because it'll better explain all the other ones. And if you chose hero, keep apply root motion on. If you chose fighter or witch, take it off. Alright, and depending on which controller you choose, you're going to choose the same script for your character. So go to your scripts and go to heroes, and I chose hero controller, so I'm going to choose superhero controller. Whichever one you chose, choose that right controller. Alright, and you'll see here in the superhero controller, the only one that has this, the teleport here. I'm not going to set that up in this video. I'm going to explain more about that in another video when I explain all the powers. It's just going to be a transform for him to teleport. Okay, and once you've got that on there, you're going to want to put in the same movement that you chose for your controller. Superhero movement. And these are just the speeds that you're going, and speed is just going to be the current speed, so whichever one of these you're doing, it'll show there. Now that we got our movement set up, let's go ahead and set up our rotation. So go to your scripts and choose miscellaneous. You'll see my mouse look. Just drag that right onto your character and change the axis to X and Y. Okay, so now that we have our rotation and our movement set up, let's go ahead and test this out. Alright, you can see he's rotating and he's moving. If you want, you can put the camera onto the player and just move it to where you can see him, so it'll move with him whichever way he's facing, whichever way he's rotating. Alright, you can see he's moving forward, moving backward. He can run forward. Actually runs pretty fast. I can probably change that later. And he can go left and he can go right. Alright, so that's pretty much good on his movement setup. In the next video, we're going to be talking about his physics and his health. So just join us in that video if you want to find out more.